Today, we have a very important job to do in this episode. Just like Sisyphus was pushing that boulder forever uphill, which through struggle he found meaning, we are going to do the same thing. Instead of a boulder, we are going to have the ugliness of the NPCs when it comes to Skyrim. Look at this. I mean, look at it. We are going to turn this into this.
This is good!
In this episode, I'm going to do what Bethesda could never do, or should I say what Todd Howard could never do. That is, making NPCs and your characters in Skyrim looking absolutely gorgeous. This is how your characters should look after hundreds of hours of yassification and face stone smashing. Please, for the love of Taylors, don't Google the last one. Don't ask what Todd Howard could do for you. Instead, ask what you could do for Todd Howard. That's right, we are going to cook.
We have to cook.
Throw a like, subscribe to the channel, it helps me find my audience, and thank you so much for watching. That being said, this is episode 6 or 7, I have no idea. Let's begin. So this is how I'm going to do this video, guys. Here you see, we have a little bit of a situation. We're having a bunch of mods. The way I'm going to do this is that I'm going to showcase the important mods, and then I'm going to have a link or secondary mods that I won't have the time to showcase them because I want to make this video super short. What's an example of an important mod? CBBE and high polyhead. What's an example of a lesser important mod? Natural beauty makeup. I mean, that says it all. The idea when it comes to those videos is to help you build a minimalist Skyrim and do whatever you want with your game. I am using very few mods and I will show you the most important mods I am using when it comes to making my characters and all of the NPCs to look much more better. This episode is not going to cover NPC overhauls. We are starting with the beginning of everything. Here is Caliente's beautiful bodies. This is the first mod, the first counter pillar for our grand skin. You're going to go to the files and don't worry about the physics because we're going to add those together. You're going to pretty much install every single file here. I will need to put lots of curves on this video. On the body shape, select whichever you want. I go for the curvy option. I always go for never nude. We're going to fix that so we're not going to have nudity when it comes to playing Skyrim. That's my personal preference because I like the game feel as close to the original, but you can do whatever you want. Click on the face beauty marks and here it doesn't matter too much. I like the brusher eyebrows, I think they look better. And with that being said, I'm going to continue with this. Select all of those and click finish. Make sure you have installed XP32 skeleton, which we have done it on episode 1. The next mod we're going to get is the CBBE 3BA. This grabs CBBE, the mod we've installed, turns it, I guess, thicker. I don't know what the word is, you guys let me know down in the comments. We're going to need this in order to add physics and pretty much everything. Go to the files, install the main file. Let's install 3BA and I'm going to grab the never nude option and I'm going to ignore those. Click the base CBPC, which we are going to install later, and I am going to grab the performance aka limited option. There is no reason for you to grab the balance or the improve because what the limited option does, why lose FPS for no reason? Go for the light one and I'm gonna go for realistic because it works the best with heavy armors or armors in general. With those options you can do whatever you want, you can just copy paste what I'm having. We're going to add the boob gravity because why not, and the push up, which is incredible. This, by the way guys, is peak Skyrim modding. Belly physics, it doesn't matter a lot, go for the small jiggle, save your FPS, there is no need to have more than that. If you want to be horny, there are other places other than Skyrim to be, I'm just gonna say that, and go for the realistic option. I never thought I would get jump scared by this type of stuff when it comes to Skyrim. I'm going to grab the SS Black, this is a thing I think many people have, and click finish, and install. Congratulations, we have managed to install CBBE CBBE and 3BA. Now, let's install something that's very important as well, and this is BodySlide Outfit Studio. I'm going to show you in this video how to install it and how to use it properly. So install this through your mod manager of your choice, and you want to add this down here to your tools that you can run. You can simply click on the dots here, click edit, go to your Skyrim folder where you have your data and mods installed, find the BodySlide and click the executable version your system can run. And now I am going to click BodySlide and let it run. Go down here and select Skyrim Special Edition and click choose game. Now it doesn't matter a lot what we're going to choose here because we're going to run this properly once we have installed most of the stuff. Essentially on the first part here is pieces that you see. For instance, you can find specific armors to build upon, but what I want to do, I want to grab the 3BA Amazing Never Nude Body. That means if you check on the preview, you will see that we're going to have, underwear and stuff. So don't worry too much about this, but select the Never Nude option, right click on the left thingy-majiggy here, and this is how you essentially build and patch stuff. For instance, let me show you again. I have installed the Near Necessities, which is a very popular mod that adds a bunch of backpack type of items that have physics. What this is going to do is going to patch everything to be applied on 3BA Never Nude. Click on this crap and it's going to show you this window over here that shows you that you want all of those things to be checked, and click build. So here we get this option. Asri is a very popular follower mod. BodySlide asks us which body you want Asri to have. Do you want her to have 3BA, BHUNP or CBBE? We're using 3BA, so we're going to use that. So always check the 3BA. Keep scrolling down and only select the 3BA or the triple B option. Triple B is essentially 3BA. We automatically have the CBBE feet, but we want to get the 3BA. We want to get the 3BA hands. Always click the ones that have physics on because physics are important. So take your time. I think you're going to need more than one sweet roll for this process. And click OK.
A few moments later.
But we are not done yet. You see the big bottom here? Click build on that. Click OK, and now everything is safe. We are not, however, done with BodySlide. Go to your Skyrim's local files, click the SKC, click on plugins, and here we're going to create a new folder called Chargen. This is a file that we have to manually create where we're going to put, or you are going to put, all of your presets when it comes to Skyrim. I have installed faster HDT with you guys on the previous episode, but just for the sake of this video, I am going to reinstall it with you again. Select the version we're using, select the Not CUDA, the AVX, and install the recommended preset. I've explained most of those choices in my previous episode, so install this and that should do the faster HDT. Let's go to the next mod, which is called CBPC, which is going to add collisions, which we need for 3BA in order to have physics. Go and download this file over here and wait for it to be installed. Select Special Edition 1.597, select the curvy option, the 60 FPS, select 3 because we want to save as much FPS as possible. I go with a very reduced and a lot reduced and all of that. You don't need that much jiggle and all of that. You just need to have the illusion of your armors or hair or anything your character has to move. We don't want everything to look like jelly. That being said, we're going to install this mod over here that essentially adds 3BA vanilla outfits for everything. We're going to have presets where armors look much more normal when it comes to our potions. I will recommend you to grab those two options, and if you're using full shader, you can grab those two as well. This is going to add physics to all of the vanilla outfits and is going to convert them into 3BA. You can also grab the Creation Club 3BA, which is going to add 3BA for the Creation Club stuff, which always comes handy, which we're going to have to apply on BodySlide. You will have to run BodySlide again to apply the physics. I'm going to show you how to apply physics into your game, and then we're going to move on. Go to your dashboard and find Nemesis and click on that. In order to have our physics work, we need to run Nemesis and apply those physics, because Nemesis updates XP32, which is what every single body mode and physics mode is placed upon. Click update engine and wait for this to load. At this point you should have XP32 installed, faster HD physics and CBPC, and also CBBE and 3BA. Those 5 mods should be installed, and we also have run BodySlide that applies the physics, which we are going to apply again. And now click launch, which is going to refresh and update XP32. Close this and open again BodySlide. Click on it, it will automatically update. We have the Never node selected, click patch build, and here we have a bunch of new items added by the mod. Always select the 3BA, and because I'm using the full shaders, you don't have to use that, but I like that a lot. I'm going to select the full shaders and click OK. But now we should have all of the vanilla clothing patched and ready.
12 seconds later.
Click OK and click build. I am going to launch Skyrim at this point. And here comes the moment of truth. It has physics, guys.
Quiet dignity and grace.
I am playing dangerous games, but I'm going to remove the clothes. We should have Never node, and we do. There we go. I'm gonna show you how to install presets and how to make the proportions a little bit more modest, I guess. But for now, you can see that we have physics. That goes for armors as well. All of the vanilla clothing will have physics, and all of the custom armors. So we've managed step 1, which is apply physics. Now let's fix some of the faces when it comes to Skyrim. We are going to download High Polyhead. High Polyhead is going to make all of the heads in Skyrim or the NPCs to look way much better, and it is an essential mod to have. This is the link to get it. I will have a link down. You just install this. Now that we've got this, simply drag it and install it. You need to enable this when you make a character. I'm gonna show you how to do this in the process. If you're using aesthetic elves, you can check that, but I'm gonna go for Expressive Facegen Morphs. Now, we don't have this installed yet, but hold your pants there. We're going to get them. Click those 2 as well, because those are 2 mods that we are going also to get, and grab those 2 as well, and click the high poly here. We don't have most of those mods. Essentially, this is foreshadowing that we are going to install all of them. Enable this, and now let's install the Expressive Facegen Morphs. This is going to let our characters to play animations, or in general do what I cannot do in real life, which is express feelings. You want to go ahead and grab both of those 2 mods. Install the main file first, and then install the second file. Let's grab the expressive facial animation for the female and also the male. I'm gonna have links for both of those 2 down in the video description. Very simple, go ahead and grab both of those files, starting with the female edition. Let's move to the expressive facial animation for male. Simple enough, grab both of those mods and install them. Let me show you how to enable high poly head when it comes to race menu. Let's make a random dark elf. I'm gonna walk on the race menu on the overlays over the head, and I'm going to type face and find the face part. Here we're using the vanilla stuff, but if I go on the 3rd and 4th option, this is the high poly head. And ignore how our character look, this is going to get fixed later on. Now let's actually enhance the hair when it comes to Skyrim, and I'm gonna show you how this works. By the way, we do not need this. This is going to crash your game. Do not use this one. Go to the files and grab the second main file over here that is going to add physics, and also grab this to add physics to the NPCs. It's nice to add physics to hair, and they look really nice, especially with those models, but those models, guys, do use the vanilla texture, so I think it will be nice, I'm just saying, to add better graphics, colors, and pretty much everything. Let's grab the vanilla salt and wind. It's going to add much more better texture to our hair, so go ahead and install the main file over here. We're going to combine those like the Exodia pieces while using the high poly vanilla hair, which is going to grab the vanilla skin and it's going to enhance it to look even better. And don't worry, guys, because those mods are working together, as I've said, like the Exodia pieces. We just just have to assert them together. And lastly, once this is downloaded, you're going to get the final Exodia piece right here. This is the lovely hair colors. Mark my words, if you want to get something out of this video outside of my broken accent and English, is that this is the best hair recolor mode on the Nexus right now. This makes the hair colors fit into Skyrim, look natural. It is a fantastic mod to have. Simple enough, install this and you are done. And then we're going to grab the vanilla hair, remake, extended character options for high poly hair, and grab the second file over here, which is for physics. Now when it comes to skins, I've originally built this video around Tube, but then I thought my goal is to make Skyrim minimalistic. I wanted the characters to be enhanced but not losing the soul of Skyrim, which is why after much consideration I came up with Reverie skin made by Novelist. And this skin has no requirements, you just install this. This is going to make all of the NPCs, including your characters, to actually look like they belong in Skyrim. The elder will feel like the elder, the young will feel like the young, and the middle-aged will feel like as they were middle-aged. This is going to add so much more immersion into the game, while also making your characters look very nice. You can go ahead and install this and grab whatever options you want. And when it comes to males, we don't have that many options, either tempered skins or SkySights. I'm gonna go with SkySights because I think it looks the closest to the vanilla, just a little bit enhanced, and in my opinion this combined with Reverie, or however you pronounce the previous one, makes everything much more better. I would recommend you to grab the main file and also the first secondary file to remove the sign from the body. This doesn't count as skin, but I'm going to include this. We have the Goam's Elven ears, which is going to give you an option to add Elven ears to your characters. Now when it comes to files, you will see a bunch of different options all the way down until you find the Goam Elven ears, which is the body mode we are using. That way the color will fit the skin. And very small thing, you can grab the Goam's earrings, which is going to add earrings. Most of those type of mods will be added down in the video description. I have dozens of similar mods like that. I'm only covering those just to show you what to expect from this video. I'm only going to showcase the main mods when it comes to this. Now that covers most of the important mods when it comes to this video. I am going to speedrun a few more important mods that you should get, so this is the extra section. We have the improved eye model, and this is amazing because the author is using those two popular mods, the eye AO clipping fix and the visibility and eye mesh fixes, and he combines them in a single mod. You can install this. I always recommend to go for 2K textures and choose whatever you want on the 4-mod installer. We have the Eyes of Beauty AI Remastered. This mod grabs the original mod of Eyes of Beauty and enhances it to look even better. You don't have to download the original mod, just grab this one instead. Now when it comes to makeup, we're going to use the Vanilla Makeup HD to add HD versions of the colors. Always grab everything at 2K textures, and don't forget to grab the Vanilla Warpaints Absolution, which grabs the Warpaints and makes them 10 times better. Now when it comes to brows, we are going to apply everything to work for high poly head. We have the CG female brows improved for high poly head. You simply download this and you get some really nice brows to use for your high poly head. We also have brows by Hvergelmir, which I'm very sure I'm always pronouncing this name right, which is going to do the exact same. On the requirements though, make sure you have the original mod brows installed. Always check the requirements. We have the Northborn scars because nothing looks more badass than having scars. Have in mind you will have to download the original mod first and then on top of that put this bad boy. We also have the more scars, which is going to add more scars on the sliders, which you can cook some really unique and badass characters with this one. Simply install this one. Then for beards we have the beards by this guy again, I cannot pronounce the name. This guy in the back is me trying trying to pronounce the name, always make sure again to have the original mod of beards, which is going to make the beards HD. Now when it comes to hair, let's go super fast here. I like the thick braids SMP. This adds this specific hair which I think fits so nice into the vanilla game. You can even use it with helmets and all of this kind of crap, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. You can grab some of the simplest things and you can work wonders with them. This is one of my most favorite minimalist hair mods out there. And then we have of course the modular SMP Hairstyles. This is going to do the exact opposite of the previous mod. This is going to add hundreds, and I mean hundreds of hairstyle, guys. This is amazing. You can go hog wild and do whatever you want, and the best thing is that those hairstyles work for male characters too. And when you combine all of those things together, our skin mod, our hair mods, and a bunch of few other things I'm gonna show you, you're gonna have the coolest looking characters ever made that will also look natural and they will fit into Skyrim. Make sure to patch this with choice modular SMP hairstyle edits that is going to edit some weird clipping stuff here and there. And then one of my most favorite mods that I don't see having much attention is the Priorities wearable horns. You will have to go here and download the original mod, and then you will install this on top of it. And when you go to the race menu, under the body section on the horns, you will have 51 HDD horns to choose for your characters, which in my opinion, guys, it looks insane. And very small mod, we have the less bright teeth for Expressive, Facegen. It doesn't make sense that when NPCs show their teeth in Skyrim they look that white. This fixes that and makes it look like this. Extremely small thing, but I think again it fits into Skyrim. That being said, I will have dozens of mods down in the video description. Makeup mods, overlay type of mods that you can add tattoos or eyebrows or you name it. It will all be down in the video description. I would like to thank you so much for the support, for watching this video, and hopefully you like this setup, and you can let me know what you think down in the comment section. That being said, that was me, Kavu, that was for the video, and I will see you until next time. If I'm not going to upload another one, Happy New Year, and hopefully guys, I'll see you soon. Bye bye and peace.